curse is this?
An innocent girl. It is a curse called up from hell, possessed by the powers of darkness.
You're not afraid of me, are you?
This winter,
You must destroy her powers.
nations will collide unless one man can raise hell.
Let's finish this.
Oh God. Season of the Witch. Rated PG-13. Starts January 7th.
Yeah, if this movie isn't going to put the time and effort to make a good film, then I'm not going to put the time and effort to put together a regular episode. So, welcome to Time About the Movies. Happy New Year, everybody. We're starting a brand new year off, 2011. And unlike last year, where we actually did have a good horror movie, we have one new movie that comes out. And it's the typical movie that you'd expect to see on the first weekend of the new year. It's a film that clearly the studio had no intentions on actually marketing to sell to people. They knew they had to put it out this weekend because this was not going to sell on any other weekend, especially the next weekend. But here we have Season of the Witch, which stars Nicolas Cage and Ron Perlman. Two great actors. Unfortunately, they're stuck in a really, really bad movie. The story is that they play two knights who return from the Crusades to find their homeland devastated by the Black Death. The two church elders accuse a young woman, played by Claire Foy, who of course will later go on to star in The Crown and actually had her career start a couple of years ago with Being Human, of being a witch responsible for the plague. They command the two knights to transport her to a distant monastery so the monks can lift the curse. It was directed by Dominic Sena, who worked with Nicolas Cage about 11 years prior on Gone in 60 Seconds, which is funny because that movie came out in 2000, which coincidentally was when this movie started production. This thing had been in development hell for 11 years before it made it to the big screen. It was purchased by MGM, then it got moved over to Columbia, then it got moved over to Relativity Media, who was trying to become their own studio in general, and needless to say that didn't work out very well for them because they were pretty much out of it. They were pretty much out of the studio business until it's a couple years later, but this is what you'd expect from a bad Nicolas Cage movie. You thought that Kick-Ass and The Sorcerer's Apprentice was a sense that he was returning to form. Nope. This Academy Award-winning actor has gone back to the same place he was in 2007, 2008, 2009, like the late 2000s pretty much. I'll take whatever bad script you give me, and lo and behold, this is the end result of that. Just a terrible movie, a cheap-looking film. A film like this should not have a budget of $40 million because it certainly does not show on the big screen at all. It's just a terrible movie, man. This is just not a good film whatsoever. And again, it's the type of movie you expect Nicolas Cage to make when he's down on his luck. He doesn't have any other movies. He's not getting any good scripts handed to him, which he probably is, but he's taking these ones specifically for no other reason except the fact that, hey, he's getting a nice paycheck out of it. So, really, that's all I got for you on that one. Because, yeah, this movie ain't worth it, really. It's not even worth giving you a full review on it, per se. This might actually be one of the shortest Time About the Movies episodes I'll ever do, because that's it for our show. I mean, literally, we have nothing else to cover about this movie. It's a garbage film. It's the type of film you expect to see to start off the new year. Yeah. Needless to say, avoid this one like the plague. So, yeah, a sucky weekend overall, but it does get at least better next week. I think, because we have two big new releases for Martin Luther King Jr. weekend. One I remember seeing and liking back in the day, but it's been a long time since I've seen it. Seth Rogen starring as the Green Hornet, also has Cameron Diaz in it. From what I remember it being a good movie, but it's been a long time since I've seen it, so I have to take a look again and see if it holds up after all this time. I don't know if it will, I don't know if it won't, but you'll hear me talk about that one tomorrow, and then certainly one we're going to delve into, because it might be the single worst thing Ron Howard has ever directed, and that's saying a lot. Vince Vaughn, Kevin James, Winona Ryder, and Jennifer Connelly, along with Queen Latifah, in The Dilemma, which is the new film with all those actors I just mentioned in the lead film from Ron Howard, written by the same guy that gave us Wall Street Money Never Sleeps. So if you love that script, which I know you didn't, you're going to love the hell out of this movie, which I know you will. So we'll take a look at both of those movies. We'll have a much better show than we had is on tomorrow's show, no question about it, but well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this. I'm sorry that we couldn't give you more than just this one bad Nicolas Cage movie, but if you somehow found enjoyment out of this and want to see more, acknowledge me by going to hitting the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button. Acknowledge me. Where the hell did that come from? But anyway, I'm just trying to get out of here, so go ahead and hit the like, notification, and subscribe button. wherever it is down here. You see where it is. But hit that playlist. Check out the last episode I did, which was a much better episode than this was. I'm getting out of here. Whether it's in the past, the present, or the future, I will see you at the movies, and I will see you with a much better episode next time. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Take care.